Hi guys, welcome back. I am doing a quick little journal with me kind of video in my new Traveler's Notebook journal. I'm absolutely loving this journal, honestly. I think I've said potentially in another video, I think I will after this go to a junkie insert, but I am honestly loving using the Traveler's Notebook style at the moment. Right now I am just going through my big box of junk, which you will have seen on the screen. It is just full of magazine clippings of pictures that I like, or book page images, bits of ephemera that I've made, random stuff. Random things that I want to use up in my junk journals, or in my Traveler's Notebook journal in this case. So I've just pulled out a bunch of things that I like the look of, and I am just going to add them onto this page. So as you can see, I'm still adding bits and pieces, changing things around, and not everything stays. I think most of it does. Here I have made myself a little glue sheet thing. So it's just a piece of cardstock inside of a page protector, and I'm absolutely loving using that at the moment. It just means that I can glue on it, and then I can grab a wet wipe and wipe it down and glue again. I don't have to keep changing my piece of paper or getting glue on things I don't want glue on. It just wipes off really easy with a wet wipe, and I don't know, I don't know why I've never thought of this before. It just works so well. So I am now just sticking things on. I'm using a bit of double-sided tape for this one because it was a bit more cardstocky and I didn't know if glue stick would quite hold it. So I am just sticking everything down. This is how I like to go about my journaling, I've discovered, is I first of all stick down all the things, all the big things especially. Everything that I can think of that I want on the page, glue it down first. I actually don't really love doing big chunks of journaling. I like my journaling to be broken up across the page kind of. And so I first of all want to stick down all of the things and then add my journaling in where there's some space. So I am tipping in here a little postcard from a Flow magazine maybe, or Flow book for paper lovers. I can't remember exactly where that one came from. I think a magazine potentially. I can't remember. But I'm tipping that in just to add a little bit of extra interest to the page, adding in that little embellishment there that is, I don't even know where I got that from. Honestly, actually, I think it was in a Happy Mail. This little drawer I have here has just words that I've cut out of magazines that I like, or books or something. And I found a few phrases to kind of act as little mini titles. I don't know. So I've put be happy. There's no bees on the page, but I just felt like it was a reminder I needed. Quarantine is really something else, and I need reminders to be happy because being stuck at home isn't. I love being at home, don't get me wrong, but being somehow when I can't go out, it somehow is harder. As you can see, I turned that little home piece into a little flag kind of thing and stapled it on the postcard, and I love it there. I think it looks so cute. Now is where the disaster happens. So I decided to do my title in watercolour. Just day 11 I'm titling it. But I hate it. I hate how it turned out. I've been doing the watercolour titles on other pages and loving it, but I used a thicker water brush today and I didn't like that thickness. It didn't look good. I touched it then and it was still wet, and I smudged it and it was just an absolute nightmare. I decided to add in those little dots to see if I could just bring that blue colour around the page a little bit more so that it looked a bit more cohesive. And I like the dots. I really did like the little dots, but I hated the title when I do get rid of that title later on. I just pulled out some stickers from the back pouch in my Traveler's Notebook. I've just got a bunch of stuff shoved in that little pouch. I absolutely love it. And I've pulled out these little kind of stamp looking stickers, and I think they're so cute. I can't remember where I got them from. I've had them for a long time now. Maybe AliExpress, maybe a cheap shop. I can't remember where I got them from, but I really love them. And that little house definitely was from a cheap shop. I only got them kind of recently, maybe a couple of weeks ago. excuse my head in this. I have this crazy messy bun up on top of my head, and I didn't realise I was getting so in frame. So please excuse that. I'm just adding a little bit of doodly kind of lettering to remind me to be happy, and then adding a little bit of journaling in over underneath that about making sure I remember to be happy, because honestly it's easy just to be, when you're just sitting around at home all day, just to kind of to get you down a little bit. Honestly, I haven't probably been going outside as much as I should. It's been quite rainy here, and so I just haven't gotten outdoors nearly as much as I should have. Here is me trying to fix the lettering on that title, and it makes it worse because that D was still wet, and so then you can see the black line sort of seeping into the watercolour there, and it just looks all bad. So here I'm finding a scrap piece of paper, which I then tear up to cover it, and I like it a lot better. I don't end up using that side that has the brown print on it. I end up just going with the cream back side of that paper, and I like it a lot more. I am just trimming the edge off, and then I'm going to add some washi tape, just because that middle part where the folders in the book was just sticking up a little bit. So I thought I'll just add a tiny bit of tape just to stick it down and give it, I don't know, an interesting look. And then I'm adding little bits more around the page just to kind of tie it all together and make it look like it is on purpose rather than just one random piece of tape there. So I'm adding in some more doodly journaling. I just wrote the word protea, which is the name of that type of flower that's in the little print above it. I love proteas. They're such weird looking flowers, and I just think they're so pretty. I was just testing my pen on the same paper to see if it would work, because that paper that I used is ever so slightly almost plasticky. It's not quite, but it's almost. Now I'm just grabbing another one of those little stickers, because I felt like that piece of paper just looked like there was a big gap there, so I just added a little sticker on. I don't know, just plonked it down just to fill up some of that white space there. Now I'm using the back of this postcard that I tipped in just to add a little extra journaling about making some happy mail. I have a few friends and family that I want to send little letters to. It's nearly my sister's birthday, and I want to send her a birthday card because I won't be able to see her on her birthday, and I'm really sad about it. She's my little sister. I have two younger sisters, and both of their birthdays are during this lockdown, and I can't see them for their birthdays, and that's just such a shame. I mean, I say little sisters, they're younger than me, but they're both in their 20s, so it's not like they're little, but yeah, I just wish I could see them. We always do big family birthday parties, and it's just a shame because it's both of my sisters, my dad, and my husband's birthday during this lockdown period, and so that is 4 birthday parties I'm missing out on, and I'm not really pleased about it. Here I am just writing out kind of a list of some random different things, listening to. As you can see here, I am struggling to think of all the things that I'm listening to, so I grab my phone out and have a quick look at who I have been listening to recently, who I've been enjoying. Now I am writing down what I've been watching. I've just honestly spent a lot of time listening to music and watching TV recently because honestly, other than crafting, what else do I have to do? I'm home and it's rainy and kind of miserable, so I'm just, it's a good time to catch up on a lot of movies and TV and crafting. So here I am just writing those things down, and obviously I'm really struggling to think of something else to write here because I am taking a great big pause. Food I've been eating, that's another thing I've probably done way too much of during this lockdown, is eating. Because if I'm just sitting around listening to music and watching TV, I'm going to snack. So I've been writing down the snacks I've been enjoying. The first one I put is carbs, because honestly, love me some carbs. Eating too many of them though, unfortunately. So I'm just filling in this last little space here about the fact that my husband was at the supermarket today filling up our pantry with food because we were getting kind of low. I tried to draw a little shopping bag and it looked like a weird hippo's head or something. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Here's a little close-up of what's there, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!